In this video, I'm going to talk to you about mixed percentages and how to change them to decimals, okay? Let me give you an example. Sometimes you might see a number like this, 15.5%. What does this mean? Mixed number and a percent? Okay, so here's what it means. It's really that simple. What's 15.5? Now, let's forget the percentage for a second. 15.5. It's going to be 15 point something, right? What's a half in decimal? A half is 0.5, right? A 0.5 means half, right? So go ahead and plug in your decimal right over here, and that's 15.5. So when I say 15.5, that's simply 15.5. Okay? Now, you have 15.5%. Now, here's the misconception. When I tell my students to change this number to a decimal, they do 15.5% and they think they're done. No, you're not done, because this is still a percent. You need to change it to a decimal. And the only way to do that is by dividing by 100. Do you remember how to go from percent to decimal from the previous lesson? Exactly. So you're going to need to divide still by 100, because when you divide by 100, that's the only way you're going to get rid of that percentage sign right there. So when you divide 15.5 by 100, the answer is going to be 0.155. Okay? So the number might look weird, but that's how it is. This means it's 15.5% in a decimal form. Okay? Let's do another example quickly. How about, let's take something a little more challenging. 5 1/3%. There you go. So 5 1/3%, I want to change it again to a decimal. So it's going to be 5 point something, right? What's 1/3? Okay, so you're going to go to your calculator and you're going to divide 1 by 3, and the answer is 0.33333, right? It continues. So you come here and you're going to plug in your decimal numbers, which are the 333s. You just take 2 of them, I think. That should be fine, okay? Percent. All right, that's step number 1. You need to do 2 steps because you're still having the percentage sign on there. So the only way to get rid of it is by dividing by 100. That's the only way. So when you divide this number by 100, and you could of course use your calculator, or you could move your decimal twice to the left, whichever you're comfortable with, you're going to get 0.0533. Okay? And that's good enough of an answer right there. And that's how you go from a mixed percent to a decimal number.